Wowee, now this is a ban list. Make sure you guys smash the link, crap out of that subscribe button so you guys do not miss out on more Oz content. So we have the OCG Forbidden and Limited list, and we have been waiting for this because this is going to set the stage for what's to come out here for the future for the TCG as well. Because there have been a lot of problems on the OCG side of things, and they're finally taking care of some problems. So, oh man, make sure you guys smash the link, crap out of that subscribe button. So, newly banned cards. Oh boy. Straight off the bat. I just gotta sneeze because it's so exciting. Oh man, so newly banned cards are going to be Scythe and Summon Limit. Now, first of all, I want to make this very clear. Scythe has no business being at the position that it was during the last list. Scythe caused so many problems in the OCG. It detoured players from wanting to play the game, and that's the issue that you get with these sort of things. And of course, same thing with Summon Limit. Summon Limit was at 1 for the longest time in the OCG, and all you would see across the board was issues caused over issues. You know, being able to flip up Summon Limit after your opponent does things because for whatever reason, you know, this card is able to read how many summons have already taken place in the turn is crazy to be thinking about. So yes, both of these, sayonara, you have caused nothing but problems. Scythe, there's no real way that you can fix this card. Same thing with Summon Limit. It's just you've reached the point in the game that these lingering effects that, you know, the average duelist is just like, oh yeah, my turn ends. Like, I don't have a chalice or anything to stop the Scythe. It's just game over. So, all right, no real major surprises there. Now, newly restricted. Now, this is interesting. So, Sword Ryzeal to 1. I don't know what other hit you can really do on this stupid deck, to be honest with you. At this point, you've already got EX limited to 1. You know, you've already hit a majority of the searchers, but you still got to do something to Ryzeal because this deck is just, it's still doing too much out here. So I guess the next logical hit is just to amputate Sword. I think that this is probably enough to finally put this deck down and actually send it back to the Stone Ages. Kind of a real shame, actually, but, you know, you sat out and you did what you did. You made a rank 4 deck that was overly tuned to the meta, that was just too good, and now it's over. Shifter going to 1. You know, the TCG still seems to think that Shifter is okay as a card. I thought the 2 Shifter was okay, but it just, in combination with Maliss, it just has been too good. And once again, we cannot have too good. Even at 2, it was just such a sacky card over time. And the fact that they're just like, oh yeah, you know, you're generating all of this crazy advantage with all of what Shifter can do, you know, allowing the Maliss deck just to do some insane stuff is kind of crazy. Dormouse going to 1, I'm not surprised about this. Dormouse is the thing that generates all of the extra advantage for the deck. It gives the deck too much advantage, in my opinion. You know, being able to pull out the White Rabbit and continue on with all the play lines just feels incredibly nice. 7 Tachyon. Does this really, realistically here, like, do we really need to touch this? Because you're already taking care of what this, you know, made this card so good. And, you know, EX and Sword both gone. Now you're hitting this. Once again, just, it feels like it's not really worth it. And then, of course, Grass going to 1. This one is because of the 60 card piles, but you also had a lot of Maliss abuse with this. Maliss loved the idea that you could just toss Grass into a build and just turbo through it. We had seen so many interesting ideas in the OCG with this. But the fact that, grass was one of the cornerstones of their format for the longest time. People believed that, OCG would never truly hit this. But honestly, I feel like this was kind of a long time coming after the last, 2 iterations of what Maliss was doing. They were just abusing so much stupid stuff. That's why Allure ended up going in the OCG previously, was because of the issues that this card was causing. So this is, OCG is about to go into yummy purgatory, but, it's okay. Newly semi-limited. Interesting, Konami. We're taking a step in the Cyberjar direction out here. I mean, realistically, at this point in time, Cyberjar can probably go to 3. I cannot really imagine the problems that Mr. Cyberjar is going to be, handling here. Because he's one of those cards that, while he looks incredibly dangerous on paper to have multiple around, you're just moving Empty Jar up the ladder of exciting things that you can do. Not really. It's cool, but I can't imagine that it's going to matter too much in the long run. Purely getting support back. This is just Purely's draw support, honestly. I'm so indifferent about Purely anymore. I hate when you have to deal with the Nor. It's one of those situations, like if your opponent achieves the super fat cat and, gets the massive draw power that the deck had going for it, it's frustrating. It's one of those situations that you're just like, why? Why do I have to deal with this? But, they want to start to bring back certain things. The deck has become massively power crept over time. I believe that, I think TCG recently had a top with it with the Dark World variant, but it's nothing too exciting. Regulations to be lifted. I still cannot believe that they had this limited. Realistically, this card can come back. We've already seen what this deck can do in the TCG at full power. It's just kind of running around, making a spectacle of itself. Monkey board, I still don't understand why we were so worried about this. Pendulums are not doing anything. Period. So, we can lift the restriction on this and we can be fine. We've also got the Chronograph Sorcerer moving. This feels fine, honestly. Masterpiece, this should have happened. Bringing the card straight back during last list. I think a few people looked at Masterpiece originally and they're like, oh my gosh, he's so broken. The piece is now finally free. He only gets 2/3 the protections. Honestly, for how scary this card looks, Konami has designed way more broken boss monsters in the time that, this card has actually existed. Wow. Morphing Jars go into 3. This now means that I can play Empty Jar. I love every OCG list is just one step closer to making full power Empty Jar just be a reality. I'm okay with this. Snatch Steal to 3. If there was ever a card that just makes me go, what in the world is going on here? It's the fact that we have Snatch Steal coming to 3. I guess that one's interesting. And then it looks like Barrage is coming to 3. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with this, but about time. This list just sits out to fix a lot of the problems that have been caused by, OCG's negligence. Key examples being these 2 cards right here. These 2 cards have been nothing but problems on the OCG side of things. And the fact that they are finally taking care of these is just, it's taken so long. I think that this list is fantastic. It fixes all the problems. It does everything that it needs to do. And we're just in one of those awkward situations where, you left problems sit around for too long and now you have to deal with them. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. This is, can we get a list TCG? That'd be great. Thanks. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.